Merry Christmas. Hey everybody, welcome to Rob and Leslie's 2024 French Advent.
Woohoo!
We've got snow.
Amazing. I couldn't believe it this morning when I got up. Amazing.
And so we thought, let's get outside and record the intro. It's actually miserable.
It is.
We're getting rained on, so we're not going to go long. But we're excited that you're joining us for the 2024 French Advent series. We're hoping we're going to have a great time. We're going to shoot a video every day. We're going to have Christmas carols.
Yay!
We're going to have maybe some cooking.
Yeah, let's do some baking.
Cooking. We're going to have a few improvements to the Chateau. We're going to maybe have some reflections on Christmas this year, a little different. And we hope you come with us the whole time. It's going to be great. Well, the Christmas season starts with some great news, guys. As you know, we had a church write us a few months ago, my friend Pete's church, and say that they'd like to support what we're doing, the nonprofit. And so they actually sponsored us to fix some of the electrical. Look at Mr. Bingley and Leslie running in the snow. They're running in the snow. I don't think Leslie's enjoying the snow. So they sponsored us to get some solar panels and also to upgrade our electrical and actually some heat pumps too. Very kind gesture. And our solar panels, we just got a message, are arriving tomorrow. We'll get this on the video, but they are going to plug in right here to this electrical panel. It's going to be perfect. We're going to line them up right across here. It faces exact right direction and into our grid with very little work. Can you imagine? Can you believe it? We got 8 500 kilowatt solar panels for $1,500, and our electrician says it's going to be very easy to install them. Very little cost there. So we're really excited, and that's going to help us a lot. All right, everybody, it's the day the solar panels are going to arrive. We're really excited. We want to feature this and show you guys the delivery. And is that it? That could be it right there. I see a van coming in. Okay, that was not the solar panels. That was our friend Guillaume, who brought us a big bag of sanglier meat. Thank you very much. It's great. He said they shot 9 sanglier the other day, and actually he found some markings right over there. So those guys will be back. You got to keep the sanglier population down because they destroy stuff. Okay, so back to solar panels. Really excited. The shipment's coming today. We're going to show you some video. I don't know if you've ever thought about doing solar panels. I always thought, it might be expensive. I don't know. But then our electrician, as I was mentioning earlier, €1,500 for, I believe it is, I looked again, it's 6 panels, 6 500 watt panels. So that's 3 kilowatts per hour. Now, for the most part, we don't use that much. I mean, that's going to be a small, so 3 kilowatts an hour. Let's say if it was running full for maybe 10 hours, that's 30 or 40 kilowatts. In a typical day, we use probably 42 if the students are here 100 kilowatts. So it's not going to be all our power, but it's going to reduce some of it. It's also auto consumption, which means there's no batteries. We don't get paid if we have extra power. It just goes back into the grid, which is fine. It helps society. But it'll just run. If this goes well, we needed almost no permits. We're just doing it on the ground, not the roof. Obviously, you don't want to wreck the beauty. So it's going to look great. It's going to look fine. It's free money. €1,500. That we'll get that back, man, in a couple of years. Like, that will not take us long. In fact, if this works well, I think we're going to double or even triple it because then you're starting to think we could actually heat the Chateau. It was funny. I was doing some of the numbers yesterday. I was filling out a form for a grant that we've been getting this last year, which was wonderful, from a private foundation in the States to do religious education for young people. It's absolutely wonderful. And so I was looking over all of our numbers, and what a great year, 2024, incredible year. And so I'm telling Leslie, man, we had a good year. Like, I'm looking at the numbers and I'm like, it went really well. And so Leslie looks at me and goes, okay, so could we put a radiator on maybe and live like humans? And I'm like, no, of course not. And we had a bit of an argument for about, 5 minutes. There's no off position on the frugal switch. It's when you're just a person who's careful or, cheap or frugal or careful with money, that's who you are. And unfortunately, that is who I am. And trying to heat this building is going to be impossible. It's so many square feet, 20,000 square feet. And then again, that's like, 14, 15, 16 feet tall rooms. So the volume of air combined with 212 windows, uninsulated, stone walls, there's no way you're ever going to heat this place as it is now. But after a good discussion for 5 minutes, we did put on 2 radiators. So to those of you feeling bad for us sitting in the cold Chateau, 10 Celsius, take heart. We did warm up one room for the morning hours, and we do have a little heater we put on in our room at night, so it's not as cold. It's still cold, but not as cold. All right, so solar panels. Here we go.
Hi guys, guess where I'm back? We're back in the kitchen. However, you know how sometimes we have wild boar on the property? Apparently there was some on here, and apparently there is again. However, they often give us a little gift of whenever they find something. So we're gonna be making a little pot roast basically, but of wild boar. So it's freezing down here. I have a very big scarf on, but I'm also going to go to the Brocante this afternoon because you know when your kids get older and who knows what you're supposed to buy them now? They don't really need anything, which is very not fun. So I'm gonna go see if I can find anything kind of special and cute that they may like for their stocking or whatever. Oh, the dog wants in. Anyway, meanwhile, I'll give you a little sneak peek into how we make wild boar pot roast. And this is what we see when someone wants to come in. The door's open ajar. He can't push it any farther. So you just see this little nose peeking in going, woof, what about me? Funny guy. Are you a funny guy, Bing Bing? All right, come on, in you come. There he goes. Okay, we have our basics. Meat, lardons, which are basically bacon, potatoes, onions, and when I go out this afternoon, I have to grab some carrots for later. So lardons are interesting. They're like little tiny pieces of bacon already pre-cut for you, which was very kind of them to do that. I hate cooking bacon at home. I don't care what you do, if you stick it in the oven or whatever, but these are a delight. So we're gonna take these and hi, baby. We're gonna throw these guys straight into the pan and let them cook up because, I mean, bacon's gotta be good in this, right? I don't really have a recipe. There was one from Quebec actually that I'm trying to sort of use as a reference and a guide, but we'll see what happens. I haven't cooked this cut of wild boar before, so it's always an adventure. So if I have any French friends out there that have great recipes for sanglier, I'm all ears. All right, they're coming nicely. They cook really fast because they're so small. And I'm just cutting up some onions over here. And we've had plenty of crying in this room from boatloads of onions. But did you know that if you leave this part on, as you peel it, it doesn't make you cry as much. Although I have found that to be true. I have also found that sometimes if it's a strong onion, there's nothing you can do. It's just gonna make you cry. Okay, bacon's almost done. Onions are cut up. Next is making some broth. Now it's interesting. This is the meal that we're making. Of course, not with beef, but we're using sanglier, the wild boar. They have a special bouillon just for that. And then they have a different kind of bouillon for that kind of beef. Chicken, another kind of bouillon for when you're making spaghetti. And then a few different kinds of chicken. Not to mention this version when it's kind of in sort of like a gel form, which actually kind of dissolves quite nicely. So yeah, they have quite the bouillon game here. All right, this is almost ready to go. We're gonna put that in first so we can dissolve it really quick before we add them all. And then we'll go get this bacon before we caramelize it to death. All right, we got some lovely Italian olive oil in there. Rob surprised me getting some really nice olive oil when we were in Italy. I always like to do that, but then couldn't remember ever to get it when we'd be somewhere. So that was very fun. All right, they actually come in 2 pieces apparently. So we will, sear these guys and get some color on them and then move on to the next thing. All right, things are looking good. I think we're gonna take these out. And maybe we'll do a little bit on the side here. And then we'll take them out and put in the onions and other veg, and then we'll almost be ready to go. Doesn't take long at all. All right, onions, garlic, nothing bad here, that's for sure. We'll use these little round ones for the meat to sit on so that they don't sit on the bottom of the pan. And already deglazing the pan without us even putting anything in here. It's great. We of course salt and peppered the meat. And I think we're ready to throw it all back in there. Okay, the bacon is all in. Garlic and onions. We're gonna put the broth in about halfway up. That's about halfway up, of the meat. We'll leave a little extra because sometimes at the end things thicken. And we'll let this guy cook and see how it goes.
I'm excited. This could mean dehumidification for the chateau. It could mean a little bit of heat, maybe even air conditioning for generally free. Very exciting. Okay, that went well, although anytime you get a big truck, there's always a chance. Looks like they hit this up a bit. I'll try to squish it down with my feet while it's still nice and juicy.
Can you spy what I see? Looks like the solar panels came. This is a very exciting day. I cannot wait to go see them.
Wow, these are huge. They look great. Quite a bit bigger than I expected. Quite a bit bigger than I expected. I guess 500 watts. So it looks like they have receptors on both sides. I don't know if that's true, but very impressive. All right, really impressed with these big 6x4 maybe. I'm trying to decide how big they are. They might look like they're the ones that also have it on the back. I'm not sure about that. Some of them are, they can catch sun on both sides. I guess reflected sun. And then it came with 3 of these inverters, presumably, and then cables. Now check this out. You can plug this directly into a plug-in. You can plug power just directly in. It's so tempting just to hook it up right now. But I'll wait for our electrician. We don't want to screw anything up. I think they're incredible.
They do look incredible.
Don't they look huge? Look.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, this is great. I'm ready to buy like a bunch more right now. $1,500 for 6 of these?
You want to stand by it so you can see how
No,
big?
but you can. Here we go. Leslie for scale.
All right. Oh, it's almost as big.
Oh, it's definitely bigger than you. Yeah. And you're standing in front of it, by the way. Yeah. What a pretty girl. But yeah, look at the solar panel too.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I mean, this could be, like what this represents potentially is dehumidification. What this represents is potentially a little bit of heat in the winter to keep the moisture down. It looks like it works on both sides, right?
Yeah.
I know, some of them do.
And it kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe.
How is this touching the ground a good idea?
Well, it's not touching the ground. It'll sit on a 45-degree angle, and I think it just catches like ambient light, so the light reflects, but it still is able to convert some of that, I think.
Kind of a shame that it's already sunny today.
I know. I just want to get out there and put it up. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Woo!
Who wants to go Christmas shopping at the Brocante? You know, when your kids get older, there is just nothing really that they can think of that they want because they'll just probably go get it, which is no fun at all, I have to say. So I'm gonna go and see if I can find anything cute that they may like, because maybe they will. So off I go while the nice roast is roasting. Aren't we always well behaved when a treat is involved? All right, Bing, I'm gonna be back in a minute and I'm gonna go to the Brocante. Here you go, little treat for you. Okay, see you later, Bingy. Okay, I'm at our favorite Brocante. It's very busy today. I don't usually come on a Saturday, but here we are. So I'm trying to find things that would be cute for them to have. Little maybe silver tongs, or this is one of my favorite walls. Isn't it cute? Look, these are actually very tiny. See how tiny? They're cute. This would have been perfect for Amy and Isaac when they did communion at the wedding. But of course, I didn't think of that before we left. But they are cute. So one of our other Chateau friends had sent me a link this morning for buying silver that had a G on it. It was super pricey on an auction. And I'll have to check later how much it costs. But I figured while I'm here, we may as well be checking these in general. If they're only a little bit. But these are kind of pricey too, to be honest. But they're nice. So this is kind of what I've been looking for. Like cute little tongs that you can polish up. Be great for ice or other little things when you're entertaining. This is quite nice. It's like a meat fork. Maybe. Well, you always have to walk through the furniture because you just never know when you're going to spot something. Nothing major so far, but some interesting notes. That's a nice little vanity. I kind of have a little washstand right now, which is great, but this one's cute. I just need to go home and see if it's too big for our space, but charming and not that much money. But check this out. So normally armoires are like that high or down there. But look how big this guy is. He's huge. Huge. And not only huge that way, look at it from the back. Look how big it is. It's literally a big wardrobe in those days. Goodness gracious. And it would be amiss to not run through the bed section because we always need interesting beds. So there's some of those Louis Philippe sort of sideways beds, bigger beds. I don't see anything new that'll work for us. There's still those sort of bobbin looking ship kind of beds. Cute. Still, those are singles. But boy, I don't think I see anything today. Nothing that catches my eye. Although I did find this. Let me put it up here. I saw this a long time ago. And it was hidden behind somewhere again. So you put this in your teacup for loose leaf tea. And then you let it sit in there so that it can drain. And then you can always dump it out. And then the next person can use it. Okay, that's cute, right? Considering it's not very many euro. Very cute. All right, well, I don't think there's any other pieces that are gonna make it home other than the few little bits that I found in the silver department for the girls and their stockings. But it was a good day at the Brocante. Oh, I have to go upstairs there. See up high in the loft? I still am kind of looking for a cute teaching chair for Rob. So we'll go see. Well, those are big chairs, his and hers, and they are the color of the Grand Salon, but no. These little settees are cute. Oh wow, pink. Very pink. Cute though. Those are cute. Upholstery's in great shape. 80 euro. What a deal. What else is in here? Anything interesting? Not really. Nothing looking too manly and cool. Oh well. So I spotted a very large mirror coming down the stairs. There's some big pieces here today. He is big. Cool for a foyer. And then over here, this is a very nice piece too. Feels a little more medieval, Jacobean. But it is handsome. You have to say that. Even though it may not be my vibe. It's a cool piece. It's very pretty. All right, let's see how we're doing. I think I'm gonna have to pull this out. Okay, we're gonna see how we're doing. And throw in some, I need a fork. Throw in some carrots. And, oh yeah, it's coming along nice. It's getting nice and soft. That's fantastic. All right, that's fun. All right, let's throw the carrots in. Everything looks orange there right now, doesn't it? That's funny. Let's throw the carrots in and we'll let them cook. We'll maybe add a little roux so we can thicken up the sauce. And this should be out in another like 20 minutes or so. Very exciting. I think it's gonna be good. All right, it's been a couple hours, 2.5. It is bubbling. Let's give it a little test. Oh yeah, see, look, that's great. How are these doing? Pretty much. Pretty close. Oh yeah. I think we're good. Sauce all thickened. It's nice. It's not its normal color, but I think it's gonna taste fine. Okay. Rob will be happy. I think he's hungry. All right, it's hot and ready. We got potatoes, carrots, wild boar, sauce, and Rob's got some too.
Asterix and Obelix, eat your heart out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of day one, and we thought we'd leave you with a Christmas carol. Enjoy walking around the Grand Salon while Leslie and I sing this beauty.
Thanks for coming with us on day one. Day two is tomorrow, and there'll be more festive things to come, so join us. Merry Christmas!
Merry
everybody!
Christmas! Welcome to Rob and Leslie's French Advent 2025. We caught some snow, so we thought you'd enjoy.
2024.
Yeah, okay.
Here's